Town of Log Lane Village Agenda, regular meeting, Board of Trustees, August 19th, 2026 at 6:30 PM. 202 Birch Street, Log Lane Village, Colorado, 80705. Notice pursuant to CRS 24-6-402, Section 4B, an executive session for the purpose of conferencing with an attorney for the local public body for the purpose of receiving legal advice on specific legal questions pertaining to any item listed on the agenda herein and/or any related discussion that may arise thereto. Such executive session may be entered into at any time or at any point on the agenda if necessary and with the requisite council approval. Roll call.
Naomi,
Here.
Belly,
Here.
Jackie,
Here.
Paige, here, Josie,
Here.
Robin,
Here.
Angie.
Here.
Okay, if we can stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Regular meeting. Comments from the public are welcome. At the beginning of each meeting, comments that are no longer than 5 minutes will be heard following the presentation of staff or the petitioner. Please wait until the mayor recognizes you and state your name and address for the record. Public comment and citizens' concerns. The Board of Trustees will make no decision, nor will they take action except to direct the appropriate town employee. At this time, I'll take citizens' complaints. Citizens' complaints right now. Yes, you may approach the podium. Okay. What brings you here tonight?
I got a rooster problem. I got birds. They won't shut up.
Did you talk to him?
Yeah, this has been a couple times now. So. I don't know, I had to pretend.
Sure, go ahead. You may approach.
I had to Google it myself. I grew up on a farm, but I don't see any, I can't think of one legitimate reason why people need roosters. The hens, maybe for eggs and maybe to teach children responsibilities, but these other birds, is this a quick outline of what I found out? We're gonna get up. So anyway, Fort Morgan has a just common sense no rooster law. I didn't know if we could add that somehow to Log Lane. I'm sure I'm not the first person that's ever given you this. And if they can come up with an argument on why roosters are important. But they do not just crow in the morning.
All day.
They're all day, all day. I have other ways of dealing with it, like Robin asked if you talk to him, yeah. I have other ways of dealing with it.
I think she was talking about the rooster. She was talking to the rooster.
Did you talk to the rooster?
But, yeah, and then one person gets, and then there's more and more than that.
Didn't
Okay.
we used to have this in our ordinance?
I-
Cause Alex said
I-
I couldn't find it.
We have something along these lines already. And what it says exactly, I don't know.
We have a, 6 bird limit.
But I thought there was something in there already about.
Specifically roosters.
Where did you get this?
Aren't you supposed to have just hens and no roosters?
He cited Fort Morgan's.
Just off your website.
We're
Rooster
not in the
ordinance.
city limit of Fort Morgan.
So we,
No, but that's-
So this-
I wasn't sure if
this-
that's what ours said. or not.
well, we're all talking at the same
I
time.
don't know what all these other numbers mean, but, I mean, I lived here since then, and it's been a couple of times, I'm usually here trying to help somebody else, but I'm here to help myself.
Well, I thought we used to have.
Yes,
a-
wait.
So
Yeah.
we will definitely look at our ordinance and get with our attorney to see what we can come up with.
What it is to make a law and enforce it or nothing.
Okay, well,
The spirit of that,
all right, well,
What's
we
your
appreciate
name?
you coming in.
What's your name again, sir?
David Poole.
Cool or cool?
Poole, COO.
Brandon, at this point, do we not have maybe a, disturbing the peace issue or?
So
Yeah.
I would have to look at that. I mean, more public order than disturbing the peace. If disturbing the peace, the verbiage is in a statute, it's more for like drunken disorderly,
No.
person crimes kind of thing.
So,
Right.
but we will get with our attorney and in our police department to look at our ordinance more closely.
I'm kind of ashamed, I'm the last one to think we need more laws. Than less, but
Yeah, right.
some people just, I don't know.
Right.
It seems disrespectful to me. But they're good.
Thank you, Dan. And, any other citizens complaints? State your name and address for the record, please.
Dale Rich, I reside at 220 Balsam Street. And I come before you tonight because I have a concern with parking at the intersection.
Okay,
Where they park too close to the corner, you can't see around them. Kids can be playing, go around the corner, you see kids there and you gotta slam on your brakes. I would like, I checked with one of the officers and they said there's no statute unless there's crosswalks at that corner. So I did bring up, some recommendations from other municipalities that what they go by.
I'll take that.
Even those,
Thank you.
and there's plenty of things online, you can go on, distances from 10 to 30 feet. And I guess I would like to see some of the corners, might paint yellow,
Okay,
so we be that way, at least where there's big issues, maybe not every corner in town. but
Right.
still, I think would help people.
where there's higher traffic.
And know what's
yeah.
going on. The grant board will get some of those are painted
Okay,
here and there. So just wanted to bring that up.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are there any other complaints or concerns? Nope. Okay. We do have a resident that is requesting an extension on the community building rental in August. Well, this month here. I believe that might be you. So if you could approach the bench, please. Podium, not the bench.
Live in 110 North Drive. And I was wanting to see if we could get an extension for Saturday, this Saturday. I'm having a birthday party. I just wanted to see if we could,
Could you state your name for the record, please? And till what time it's till 10 PM, but what is the extension that you're requesting till the time?
Just be there, at least try to pick up by 11 to have everything ready out by 12.
Okay. Okay. We will further discuss that with the board then. Okay, thank you, and we'll be in touch.
Okay,
Lupita will
thank you.
contact you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
yep, you have a good one. And 3, Board of Trustees comments or concerns. The Board of Trustees will state any of their comments and concerns, no decision will be made or action taken except to direct the appropriate town employee. None? Okay, on to the consent agenda. Line items 1 through 5. Line 1, approval of July 7th, 2026 special meeting minutes. Line item 2, approval of July 15th, 2026 regular meeting minutes. Line item 3, approval of July 22nd, 2026 special meeting minutes. Line item 4, approval of payments from July 1st through July 31st, 2026. Line item 5, approval of payments made for August 1st through the 18th.
I'm confused. Why do we have our cleaning lady under administrative supplies when it should be contract labor? Serious, she listed under administrative supplies. She's not
Yeah.
a supply. She's a contract labor.
Yeah, I
We
agree.
can get that moved.
Hmm?
I said we can get that moved.
Yeah.
I have a question. Under utilities. 400 Spruce Street, they have
That
the,
is our lift station, 400 Spruce Street.
okay, but we have two bills for the same date.
I was just letting you know where 400
Yeah.
Spruce Street was, that's the lift station.
It's has one here. For 7/21/26. And then it has a second one for 7/21/26. And they're two different amounts. I didn't even know what that was.
I'll have to look into that, I'm sure.
Okay.
If I can get a motion if anybody doesn't have any other questions.
I have a couple of questions. Um. Um. And the, payables, 7/1/2026 through 7/31/2026. So it looks like on page 3, under water administration, we've got two of the same amount, 358.54. One line says printer copy machine, and then the second check for the same amount is labeled lease on Kyocera. And the same thing down on the bottom, postage.
And then under that for postage, they're both the same.
But that was a
So-
month apart.
Right.
Is it a monthly occurrence, the postage?
This one's only,
That one's the same month.
Yeah, those two are.
So are those duplicates or?
7:30 on the second.
Usually,
Yeah.
it was like a month, two. So these are not.
Okay, just double check on that
Well,
one.
the postage one is for June and then it's for,
Yeah.
so maybe it didn't get paid on
They're a
time.
month apart.
But the other one
Seven,
is,
seven, and 7:30,
yeah,
almost.
the other one is
Yeah,
seven,
invoice
7/21.
dates.
It's almost like you
One
got
is
paid twice.
6/14, you got the invoice date.
Yeah,
for
one
the
6/14, 7/15, I see what
Yeah,
you're
they're a
saying, yeah.
month apart, their invoice date. So the 6/14 didn't go out until 7/1. And on the 7/15, it went out 7/22. So it looks like close, but those are two different ones. So if it's a monthly rate, current charge, I can see that, but what Angie brought up is
Two above it.
the two above it.
Yeah, and then on 8/1 through 8/18, page 1 for the Sarah House.
Yeah, I was
We've got
wondering
one
about that
entry.
myself.
We've got one entry, November 4th of 2025 and one for June 11th of 2026, both for 600 each.
Yeah, so those were sex assault kits and the bills they mailed them.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
Okay. Thank you. Those guys.
Where are they so far apart?
Right, it's just like, we did.
Oh, and it just never got paid.
They sent it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, all right, that makes more sense. That was all the questions I had.
Okay. If I can get a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second.
Roll call?
Naomi,
Yes.
Deli,
Yes,
Jackie,
Yes.
Agent. Yes. Josie,
Yes.
Robin,
Yes.
Angie.
Yes.
On to reports, mayor's report. I don't have a whole lot to report other than, our summer project is coming closer to getting finished up with the street paving. I just want to thank everybody for those who have been patient throughout the process, because I know the people who live on that side, it is challenging, but, like I said, it's something that we all kind of have to go through for a little bit just to make the town improvement. So, I do appreciate everybody who has been patient, and, the other thing that we have that is quickly approaching is election. And I'm excited to say that there's quite a large group of candidates for this upcoming election, which is exciting because we've never had such a large group before. So and that will be this November. And that is pretty much it. We will have a fall cleanup, and I do believe that we have that set up in September, the end of September, so that'll help. Hopefully, everybody pick up before the tough weather comes in. That is
hopefully we'll get some this year.
all we have. I know that the PD is also trying to work on our ordinances, so that will help also get our when it comes time for the cleanup, hopefully everything else will be in order so that that'll go more smoothly and be a success. So we can go ahead and have Josie give us our conservation trust report.
The Conservation Trust report as of August 19, 2026. Our beginning balance was, as of July 1st, 2026 was $40,228. We had one credit of $1.65, 0 debits. Our ending balance as of 7/31/2026 was $40,229.65.
Okay, thank you. Treasurer's report.
Well, the general fund beginning balance as of July 1st, 2026 was $169,276.19. It had 95 credits in the amount of $445,164.69. It had 91 debits in the amount of $344,687.68. The ending balance as of July 31st was $270,353.20. The savings account as of August 3rd has a balance of $636,595.16. The new water enterprise account as of June 30th, 2026 has a balance of $19,773.44. The Polo Trust as of July 31st, 2026 has a balance of $62,206.71. And the Express account as of August 19th has a balance of $32,135.81.
Thank you. Public safety. Report.
Yeah, I can go through. August call for services. Or sorry, July's call for services, you were looking at 93 calls for service. As far as big things happening in July, there wasn't a lot. We definitely had some good traffic stops, as well as some of the drug enforcement we've been doing in town. So we've really been hitting that hard this month and last month. As far as this month goes, we are not done, and we've already surpassed that number. We're at 113 already for the month.
Okay,
A significant portion of that increase in call for service volume between last month and this month has been pushing the local ordinance. There's a significant increase in local ordinance calls for service this month as opposed to last.
okay. Thank you. And we can do our public works, Mike.
We're almost done paving, we're waiting on a couple of trucks to show up, the things go around, and we'll be done all right. I had a bit to do some pictures for you guys with the, that, over there with the police department park. That whole alley was washed out like Smackley Brothers, out into the road and it blocks together. So I think it's gonna need that, and I'll get there.
Is that something we could put some of the old asphalt in?
We already put asphalt down there.
And it's
was
still washing it
out.
Got gone.
Oh, can you maybe put some of that in my alley? Fix those motorcycle sucking holes.
At the bottom where they put asphalt in the driveway.
They will be,
And so now
it's done, they'll be going to all the
Amazing.
You guys have got to understand, I'm only one guy, and when I got projects and people want to ask this and this and this and this to do. Mike is a sinking ship. Mike's about ready to say, trying to find a new line of job, new line of work, just so you're all aware. That I understand you can't please everybody. But Mike had it. Just so you guys are aware.
Okay, so guys, tell me about this.
What about that?
The police car sitting on the sidewalk. I don't care who it is, whether it's Fort Morgan, Wiggins, whoever. They don't get to do this.
So there's a limited space where people can park their vehicles, because she's a resident directly across the street. Now there's a limited space where people can park their vehicles, and that's what those were supposed to be. When the study was taken.
Okay,
What you can't see is the other 8 or 9 vehicles that are also crammed in right there of everybody else that lives.
okay, but these guys are trying to work here. So she needs to move her vehicle when they're working. So, you know, I mean, she can move it somewhere else. I mean, I know they've got space in the back or whatever.
That's, so she lives on the other side of the rest,
Right,
so there's no space in the back for her to park the vehicle. That's why
You're
she's
telling
showing
me
that
you
out.
can't drive down correct and go down her alley and park behind her house?
There's no like parking area behind her residence back there.
There's an alley back there, right?
But she also can't park or walk out the alleyway.
Not one person parked, that lived on Crest, parked in the back alley. On Crest. That alley, you could drive all the way down and all the way back. They all crammed over to Baldwin Alley. Post alley.
Okay. So I just feel like because she is a Fort Morgan cop, she thinks that she can park on there. She could go around through the alley and park somewhere in her yard.
There's, that whole property is closed off in the back. There's no way, no place for her to go in the back and park where she lives. There isn't like rear access from that rear alleyway to her property. She parked along the fence line road with the rear of that property. She'd be walking down the alleyway.
I think the point that we're missing though is the people who lived on Crush could have been advised where they could have parked so that the people who live on this side would have had appropriate parking space versus, trying to get everybody crammed up.
So all of them, also people and everything like that that aren't able to park in front of their house or all trying to.
No, I understand, but I mean, Mike brought up a valid point. They had that, people who live on Crest had that whole alleyway open and yet nobody utilized it. So that's where the police department could have came in and said, hey, if you guys live over here, then you have to, and it could have,
She couldn't have backed up another 2 feet.
There were multiple vehicles directly behind her.
Okay,
So
so,
if she was already blocking in those vehicles.
so y'all are bitching about her, excuse me, sorry.
yes.
You all are complaining about her not parking in the alley because it's blocking off the alley, but then you let the cars park down the side of my street and block it off so that we literally have to sit there and wait and play whatever going back and forth because they're parked on the side of the road and blocking a whole lane of traffic.
Your street is also county and town, so we
Yeah.
have no parking on either side of the street like every other street in town.
Do what? They can't,
We can't put no parking on one side of the street and not the other because we don't control both sides of that street.
it doesn't matter whether it has no parking signs or not. You're parked in the middle of the road. So you're telling me I can take my car out and I can park it in the middle of the road just because there's not a no parking sign there?
So the ordinance says that it has to be within 12 inches of the curb. And anytime we see vehicles that are more than 12 inches from the curb, we cite those vehicles. Doesn't matter what street it is, doesn't matter whose vehicle it is. There's a 12-inch buffer from the curb. to the
Well, that's
passenger.
funny because they
Well,
park them
they-
there every night and you guys don't write tickets for them.
Are you letting them know?
Huh?
Are you?
Our
letting them-
neighbors?
No, that was, no.
No.
Are you letting?
So
All you gotta
then
do is
you
drive
would.
down the street. I had a guy going down that street at 85 miles an hour
But
last
this
night.
is, so that, I'm gonna take over right now. So that's when you have to call dispatch. If you witnessed it, call dispatch.
Right.
So
And
then,
then they'll send one of
and
these
then
guys
they'll,
out. Okay.
yes, then the call goes out to these guys so that they can follow up on that.
Because Bud came in that road last night on the motorcycle and there was a truck coming down the other side and about took him out.
Okay, so that is what that's what we keep advising everybody, citizens, just the same as the board members. If you see something or you say something, call dispatch.
Got it.
The number is 970-867-5678. Let them know what's going on, then they will reach out to our police department.
Gotcha. I can't do that.
Okay.
The only thing I say is that
I'm still on,
Being a-
I'm still on
Okay.
reports.
her being a police officer, she should hold herself to a higher standard and set an example for the rest of the community. I agree with Robin on that one.
So, we do, Mike, did you need to add? Okay, I thought you were raising your hand, sorry. On to the attorney. Dan, do you have something for us tonight?
I do not.
Okay. On to new business. Line item 1, approve, disapprove, table, resident request on extension for community building hours for rental in August. That was the gentleman that spoke earlier that would like to extend it to 11 to be for sure out of there, to start by midnight. That's for cleanup.
Out of there by midnight.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
Is
he's
there-
literally asking for an hour extension,
Is there
basically.
a rental the next day that? is
No.
scheduled
No.
after? Okay, then
Yeah.
Okay. So if I can get a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the residents' request on extension for the community building hours for rental in August to 12 a.m.
Well, second.
Roll call?
Naomi,
Yes.
Ellie,
Yes.
Jackie,
Yes.
Adrian,
Yes.
Josie,
Yes.
Robin,
Yes.
Angie,
Yes.
Line item 2, approve, disapprove, table 2025 audit report.
I'll make a motion to approve the 2025 audit report.
Second.
Roll call?
Naomi,
Yes.
Ellie,
Yes.
Jackie,
Yes.
Adrian,
Yes.
Josie,
Yes.
Robin,
Yes.
Angie,
Yes.
Line item 3, approve, disapprove, table proclamation Child Support Awareness Month, August 2026 as Child Support Awareness Month.
I'll make a motion.
I have to read it.
Oh, you have to read it.
Yeah, sorry. Proclamation Child Support Awareness Month, whereas Morgan County recognizes that every child matters and joins the nation in recognizing August as Child Support Awareness Month. Whereas child support is a vital source of income for households in Morgan County, many of them low-income families. Whereas strengthening families improves the lives of children by prompting their safety and well-being and provides economic security. Whereas Morgan County applauds the parent who support their children and make support payments consistently to care for them. Whereas child support professionals are important assets to the county, working in collaboration with parents and other community partners to ensure that children and families receive quality services. Whereas it is important to increase public awareness of the child support program through outreach and education to reinforce the position that all parents must take responsibility for the financial, emotional, and physical support of their children. Therefore, as mayor of the town of Log Lane Village, Colorado, I do hereby proclaim August 26th, 2026 Child Support Awareness Month and encourage all citizens of Morgan County to work together to make our children's future stable and bright.
I'll make a motion to approve the proclamation of Child Support Awareness Month, August 2026 as Child Support Awareness Month.
A second.
Roll call?
Naomi,
Yes.
Ellie,
Yes.
Jackie,
Yes.
Adrian,
Yes.
Josie,
Yes.
Robin,
Yes.
Angie,
Yes.
Line item 4, approve, disapprove, table Morgan County Way United Supporter Sponsor for $500.
We'll make a motion to approve Morgan County United Way United Supporter Sponsorship for $500.
I'll
Second.
Roll call?
Naomi,
Yes.
Ellie,
Yes.
Jackie,
Yes.
Adrian,
Yes.
Josie.
Yes.
Robin,
Yes.
Angie,
Yes.
Line item 5, approve, disapprove, table master meter invoice number 297306 for $1,547.
I'll make a motion to approve master meter invoice number 297306 for $1,547.
I'll second.
Roll call?
Naomi,
Yes.
Ellie,
Yes.
Jackie,
Yes.
Adrian,
Yes.
Josie,
Yes.
Robin,
Yes.
Angie,
Yes.
Line item 6, approve, disapprove, table Hudson Gunner invoice for $1,413.
So this is for new tasers, refurbished. But they are up to date. And for the amount that you see at the bottom, the $1,413, we're gonna get 3 of them plus cartridges. One brand new by itself is over $1,700.
Yeah.
The ones, the tasers that they have now are not working.
Okay,
So this is kind of a necessity.
I'll make a motion to approve the Hudson Gunner invoice for $1,413.
Second,
Roll call?
Naomi,
Yes.
Kelly,
yes.
Jackie,
Yes.
Caitlin,
Yes.
Josie,
Yes.
Robin,
Yes.
Angie.
Yes.
Line item 7, approve, disapprove, table, future discussions regarding the dog park project.
I think we should table that until we actually figure out what we're doing with the properties.
Well, this
Yeah.
is just saying that we authorize future discussions.
Discussions.
Not that
Not
we're approving
Current
anything.
Discussions.
If we table it, we can still talk about it. Because we need to do something with these properties before we decide what we want to do with the dog park over here.
Correct.
So
That's fine, if you want to make a motion.
I'll make the motion to table future discussions regarding the dog park. Part of the project.
Roll call?
Naomi,
Yes.
Kelly,
Yes.
Jackie,
Yes.
Cajun,
Yes.
Josie,
Yes.
Robin,
Yes.
Angie.
Yes.
Line item 8, approve, disapprove, table, future discussion regarding the strategic development of village-owned property east of Sunshine Park.
You want to table that too?
Well, we gotta talk
No,
about this so
we-
we can do that
Well-
later in the future, and this is authorizing us to talk about
The
this.
dog parks.
So we
Yeah.
should authorize this,
That's
so we
fine.
could talk about this, so we can make the decision about number 7 later. Because if we don't talk about this, we can't
And
talk about
actually, it's
number
number
7.
8.
Or
but-
whatever.
Yeah,
You
you
know what I
talk
mean.
about number 7.
So
Go ahead and make a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve future discussions regarding the strategic development of village-owned property east of Sunshine Park.
I second.
Roll call?
Naomi,
Yes.
Kelly,
Yes.
Jackie,
Yes.
Cajun,
Yes.
Josie,
Yes.
Robin,
yes.
Angie.
Yes.
Any old business to discuss?
So in regards to those properties, I did talk to a real estate agent. She sent me some comparables, which is basically, what comparable properties are selling for. So she did some in our area and some in Wiggins. They're selling for about 49 to 40, or 47 to 49,000 per lot. So that's not going to net us quite what we were
Hoping for.
hoping for
Does that include the water?
Yeah.
with water taps.
Really?
Yeah.
Seems like real
That
estate.
seems pretty
Water
low.
taps are
Yeah.
expensive.
I thought it looked a little bit low too, but that's what she sent me.
I think we need to get a
Do we
second
need a
opinion.
second opinion?
Absolutely, we
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
I've got, my niece is a real estate agent. I can have her look up a bunch of stuff with lots and stuff. That's easy. I'm gonna see Jade Saturday night. So I will.
She may have a hard time finding it with,
With water taps and stuff.
Morgan County,
Oh, yeah.
cause Leanne had a hard time finding it.
Oh,
too.
okay. I'll have Jade look it up and see what she's got. I know she's got a bunch of stuff under her belt and the ladies that work at her real estate agent. So, yeah, I'll holler at Jade tomorrow. Actually, I can call her. I've got to call her anyway. So I'll call Jade tomorrow and see if she can look some stuff up for us and get some recommendations or comparison.
Any, old business?
So this, well, we've never really had it on the agenda, I don't think.
Okay, if it wasn't on the agenda,
So I do want to talk about the,
is it old business or is it new business?
police department work, their wages and stuff, which we dealt with at a special meeting last week.
Dan, can we consider that old business?
I'm not a little unclear where you might be going. I think you can continue the discussion. If you're looking for an action item, maybe we talk before you take a vote or
Oh,
anything.
it's more of an explanation.
Okay, yeah, I think that's totally fair game. Yep.
So Naomi had called me with a concern, in regards to, or she messaged me, the hours that the, PD was putting on their time cards. So if everybody remembers, we all got one of these, listing, and what a 2-officer staffing would look like.
Yeah. Ally did
Okay.
proposal.
And in there, it did say that they would be doing 7 days on, 7 days off, coverage periods.
Mhm.
Okay, so what that leaves is during one pay period, you're looking at an 80-20 split. So 80 hours on work time, 20 hours of on-call time. Okay, but you're still leaving 68 hours of time unaccounted for. Okay, so these guys are showing a lot more time on their timesheets.
Yeah, because they've got to cover that
Do
68
you,
hours.
can you guys look
Yeah.
at this packet?
Mhm. Yeah, because they've got to cover that 68 hours that's open.
Which one?
It's the blue one.
Is it in the back?
No. It's separate.
It should have, it's clipped separate. See how hers is? Right there. Yes.
Pictures.
Those are pictures?
Well, the ones that Mike
No.
was,
I think it's underneath.
oh, here it is, I found it.
See what the problem is this year.
So,
The timesheets are in here.
Yeah.
and you know, this is something that we didn't really, I didn't think about discussing it. Nobody else questioned it, how we were,
The call out time.
yeah, the, you know, this additional 68 hours that each of them are racking up.
Is it between them or each?
So they're each going to net
34 hours.
approximately 168 hours per week.
Yeah, because they've got to cover them.
They've got to cover, and typically this is, you know,
How was Pedro and Anthony doing coverage before we had even a third?
we didn't have full coverage.
No.
How was yours? Do you remember how you were doing
Yeah, I
yours?
do not remember. I do not remember.
So you're looking at a lot more coverage. And so if, I don't know if anybody read the packet that actually read through it. But those 68 hours of on-call time, they are putting on their sheet at $5 per hour, which is what this says.
Yeah.
So you're looking at roughly $375 per officer
Per pay period.
per pay period.
That's actually not bad.
When you consider,
Hiring another officer is going to cost us 50 something.
I think there was a
Yeah.
miscommunication because in the minutes, and I remember us saying it was a temporary
Yes.
because he was out for the
Gone.
fire.
right,
We never made it
that was
permanent.
this one. And we never discussed this one
To make it permanent.
to make it, you know, and I mean, at any point in time, I mean, that could change, so.
So I printed off this packet because I just need to know what you guys want in these. months.
Yes,
Tell me what you guys want in there. And then their overtime, they're getting it paid at time and a half. So do you guys still
No.
want that? Or do you
no,
guys want
they
it
don't
paid
get
separate?
overtime,
They don't get over.
it's straight time.
So I can take that.
Okay, so why can't they just change their days then?
They could, but they would still, you still have the same amount of hours per week that need covered.
Yeah, if you want round the clock coverage.
Alec, what, you had your hand raised.
So, before, when Pedro was in charge of everything, he was just doing those extra hours and not saying anything. He didn't bring it up to anybody. Ray and I both brought it up to him, and he said that's how it is here, and we'll just leave it alone. But we've been,
That's not.
especially with 2 officers, it doesn't matter how you break it down, we have to do 7 days every 2 weeks each. And now it's 168 hours total for this, which is the extra 68 hours of on-call each.
Okay, so you guys, so we have pumped you up to your wage and then we're paying an extra on call. So what if we put you guys just on salary?
We are on salary,
Okay, well, no, that's not the way that it's coming out.
right, because they're paying us,
Must be
they're
on
paying
call.
us salary for the 80/20. That's what the handbook says. The handbook has nothing to do with the other 68 hours we're covering.
But aren't we paying you $5 an hour for the other 68 hours?
Starting
that
as
what
of
that-
July, yes.
Yeah, that's what that
That's
paper
when
says.
we did that when Brandon was gone.
Oh, okay,
I
so
think
we're not
that's
making.
what I was gonna say, that wasn't permanent, we did that
Right, when
as
he
a
was gone.
stipend.
Everybody,
Done though on the last two payrolls, their the pay stubs are in the back.
Okay, right, that's what I was saying, but we hadn't made it to be a permanent thing.
The direction for the timesheets was fill them out to be 80/20 and don't put anything else in there. When Brandon and I took over, we are putting every call, every hour that we work now tracking the timesheets. So before it was just 12, 12, 12, 12, 10, 10. Whether we got called out or not, that's what we would go for the timesheets. But if you look at them now, there's, you know, we're doing 12 hours this day, and we got 2 hours call out, so we're gonna have to cut it 10 hours the next day. We don't wanna go over that 80 hours that we're supposed to work. But there is times when one of us has to go to training that somebody had to cover, he had to come down and cover that day for training, so we picked up that extra day.
I would like to see more communication. I know you have your liaison, but, you know, start a group chat to where we're all involved. That way, you know, if I have questions or whatever and she's not available, then that, you know, at least we're,
Do you have one? I'm not sure.
you guys might have one. I don't have, I'm not in the group chat, so I'm requesting to be part of the group
we
chat.
can add
Right.
into it.
Okay, like on this one that I'm looking, it's Brandon's. I don't see it on it.
This is gonna be the 1st of August to the 14th.
Okay, there it is. This one is, July 18th through the July 31st. And he had one call out on a Thursday with 2 call outs on a Friday and then 1 call out on a Saturday.
But when these guys are on
Yeah.
duty, 7 on, 7 off,
Right,
they can't go anywhere.
right.
They
And
can't drink
drink
alcohol.
alcohol,
Right.
yeah.
But this is why they work the 7 days and then they have the next 7 days off.
Exactly, that gives
So,
them the
right.
opportunity to unwind.
But my question was, when you're working your days on, is it 12 hours a day?
So typically it's 5 12-hour days and 2 10-hour days. That's how we get our 80.
And so on Sunday, he cut it to 6 because he had the call outs, I take it.
Right, because we're trying to cut hours back down to that 80, but sometimes with as many callouts as we get, if we have a busy week, we would be on call the entire day. Kind of know how to figure it out.
So again, Lupita, the office needs to know for when she's doing payroll for Cassell, what she needs to put in so that she's doing her job accurately.
Right.
And I think when we approved the emergency police coverage compensation, I assumed it was temporary. I think everybody else did.
I did.
Nobody asked any questions. I didn't think to ask any questions. Well, what happens when Brandon comes back?
I thought.
How does that work into?
Nobody
you
asked the
know?
question because we all said it was temporary.
I know that, but when you consider when this is done, what happens when you have both officers back and you have all this time that still needs covered?
But they're on call. They,
Right, but
if,
we're
if-
paid the 80/20.
Yes,
68 hours unaccounted for being on call.
yeah, overnight. That's what they're saying is that basically they're running 24 hours a day for 7 days a week.
Yeah,
So the
each one
contract
of
we
them.
signed for the salary was 80 on duty, 20 on.
But then that leaves us nobody to cover at night.
So it's 68 hours a week that I get. We're covering them. That was the only reason I tried to bring all that forward, but the miscommunications. In July was that's 68 hours that is uncovered every week. What are we doing with that?
We need to get another officer.
Yeah, that's the problem with that.
I mean, you
But if you're
can,
getting another officer, you're still gonna have time uncovered.
And getting another officer.
well, not necessarily, I mean,
Necessarily.
It's 168 hours a week, for 7 days, an officer, 168 hours.
Yeah,
If you get a third officer at 80/20,
you're still gonna have uncovered time. We're still short.
I mean, we've done it before. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
usually the schedule would have to be manipulated.
So the clarification is that they're not getting time and a half.
No,
That's what the question is for
And what do
the
you
office.
want in your- because I know I switched it back. And so I switched it back to what I had it as. So I put their hourly rate back. But if you guys want me to switch that around again, I will.
I guess we need to decide if we're, you know, I
just need to
mean,
know, are we gonna keep
if-
doing long
if-
closing? That's
if
fine.
we had-
I need-
The 2-day shift officers with the way they are now.
But you can't make one officer come in and just cover nights. It's not fair.
If that's what he's told
Wasted-
you, Todd.
Significant wasted resource for having officers that it could appear in the nighttime, there's just pretty not that happen. We have, there are
But
weeks
see,
where we
that's-
have a lot of call outs, but then there are weeks where we had 0 call outs, and if you have somebody that's overnight during that time.
They're just sitting doing
yeah,
nothing.
this whole weekend I didn't have a single.
They're getting paid to sit around and do nothing.
Right, that's what I'm saying. If you're not getting called out and that, but you're available to be called out and we compensate that call out. Why are we still doing the $5 per hour for the on call?
Those are back
because
when
he can't be on call 30 days a month
Right,
at night.
but I'm saying.
He doesn't
if
live
they're
here.
doing 7 and 7, oh,
Yeah, they're doing seven
So
from like
7
6
days
until
on
10 or
duty is
11.
8 hours.
right,
You have in contract 20 hours of on-call,
I
then
forgot
it's
Brandon didn't
8
leave.
hours a month.
Right,
Yeah,
Right.
so,
So
No.
it's either a
Oh, yes.
compensation of 68 or getting somebody else to cover this.
well, would it be, here's a question, would it be cheaper to get another officer or would it be cheaper to just compensate these guys for the call outs that they do have at night? Like, say, like you said, you didn't have a call out all weekend at night, but if you get one call out, then whatever hours you do that call out.
If you look at the timesheet, whichever one, we've been tracking the call outs at the very bottom.
Okay.
Separate
Oh, I see,
from-
yeah, okay.
So if we get called out, that now becomes work hours, not
Yeah,
special hours.
yeah.
I
So we're
get-
still on call for 68 extra hours. past our contract.
my train of thought was the days that Brandon's on, he's on, the days you're on, I forgot when Brandon's not.
On duty, he's on call. That's why he has to
out.
leave here.
Right, but he doesn't live here during his days off,
No.
is what,
Lives in the-
You see it right here?
I think it needs further
Yeah.
discussion.
Our call has the hours
Yeah.
and an amount.
I think it does too.
I think it needs further discussion with us.
Mhm.
But my question is, are
We
you
might need
going
a
to
special
be
meeting.
compensated for the extra 68 or are you getting somebody else to over here with us?
I think we need to discuss.
Oh, we're gonna have to have a special meeting.
We're gonna have to have a special meeting for it. We need to sit down and really hash this out.
So are we continuing with how it is right now until we have that discussion? Or are we doing 20 hours of on-call and then we're not doing any more?
No, we have to have coverage. We have to have coverage.
But you're getting 10 hours a week on call.
20
20 hours
hours.
a week on call.
Right,
Right.
right, so it's,
And I'm doing-
and well, wait a minute. While you're on those 7 days, you are on call. How much of that time?
Half of it. More than half.
Okay, and how much are you actually called out?
Well, that goes back into being our normal salary.
So,
We cut, if we get called out one night, we cut that hour off the next day, but we try to stay at 80 hours.
48 hours, not the 20 or 30. It just puts them,
So it's 80 hours of actual patrol duty investigations, and then it's 88 hours of on call. If we get called out in that 88 hours, we put it into our 80, and we take one of our days and decrease it.
I just think we've been doing it up until this point. We call a special meeting, get it all straightened out.
Because it's
And-
not on the agenda, we can't make a decision.
Mhm.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So we should just call a special meeting for it, continue what we've been doing for the next week or two until we can have a special meeting and really
Hash it out.
hash everything out, get all our ducks in a row.
Ally,
Okay.
you did such a good job with that one. Why don't you see if you can come up with something kind of and present it at a meeting? We can have a special.
I don't-
See if you guys can come up with something and maybe
I
present
think
it.
that's already. been
I think
done.
it's already been done.
Done.
We just need to go over, clarify, make sure that everybody is on the same page.
Yes,
Correct.
and we need to make.
For-
We
Yes,
actually
and we
had
need to
that
do it
meeting.
before
When's
next
your
payroll.
Next Friday is the last day.
Yeah, next Friday is the last.
So
So,
we need to have a
Is the
special
20th?
meeting before next Friday.
Right.
okay, we
Like, is
can,
it
we
day
can,
after tomorrow or next Friday?
Needs to be before next Friday so that we don't want to wait
They
till the
just have
last
to-
minute for her
Well,
to get
that's what I
ready.
was just clarifying is if she meant, day after tomorrow
No,
or a
no,
week
no,
from
no.
Friday.
Oh, I
Next
got you.
Friday,
I
Yeah.
got you.
the next Friday.
um,
28.
we could do the 20, we could do Monday, does Monday work?
Monday is great. I don't go to the city on Monday.
Yeah, with me, it'll be touch and go. I've got some major family stuff going on, so.
Well,
Heard that, that's the stuff
Okay.
that we're talking
Monday.
about,
Monday.
She wasn't here for.
at 5:30,
Here's the stuff we were talking about that you want here.
Monday at
Oh,
5:30.
okay.
Monday at 5:30.
You got it.
I don't think you'll need me there, but would you want me there or you want to think about it or?
No, I think we should be good, Dan.
Okay, just let me know if that changes.
Okay. Any new business?
No, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, months, okay.
I'm.
Okay.
It's February.
Okay,
I've been thinking about this, and honestly, I think we make too much money. Okay, we have 2 meetings a month mandatory, which not everybody shows up. Between 6 trustees with what we make, that's 3,600 a month. 1 mayor, that makes it 4,800. In 12 months, that's 57,600. So I think that the trustees need to be knocked back down to 300. The mayor knocked it back down to 900. That makes it 2,700 a month. That makes it 32,400 a year.
How
And
much per year,
if,
please?
I'm sorry, what?
What was the total on the year, please, again?
32,400,
And you said knock them down to, what was the number?
300,
And then 900 for the mayor, is that what
Yeah.
you said?
yes.
And then it would only go, is it the same as it was where it affected the people that are up differently that are coming in? Is it when it was, when we
It wouldn't
changed our?
affect
it
new
wouldn't
people.
affect the people who
That are
aren't up
still
for
on the board.
election.
Yeah,
It wouldn't
apparently
affect
we
you
can't
at all.
change that,
Right.
so.
Yeah,
Uh,
just to clarify on that point, you can, if you entertain or end up passing an ordinance, whether, even though it's decreasing pay, it's prospective, it cannot come into place for someone's current term, but would take impact for whenever those terms are new. Also, just a note, any given trustee could voluntarily forego any or all of their compensation. So sometimes they just instruct the clerk not to pay them. Sometimes they donate it back to the general. But that's an option aside from mandatory. But it sounds like you guys understood the prospective nature of it. So
Right, so, okay,
And what,
So
so if,
does, I also have does those figures take into effect the amount that that stay on at the rate that we
it wouldn't
are?
affect yours.
That's why I'm saying, does that number include the rate of some of us that are staying on and?
You're the
ones-
only one staying on.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
in.
I thought there was two of us.
Nope, you're in.
No,
You and-
because it was you and Angie, but Angie's
Who's
running
gonna
for
run
mayor.
For mayor.
Mhm.
Got it. So
And what
that
was-
puts everybody up.
what was the yearly rate as it was
Previously,
previously?
57,600.
Yeah, that's huge. difference.
That is huge.
before,
Yes, a lot.
do you what was the amount before the last increase, before the increase?
300.
What she just said.
It was the 300 before,
Mhm.
so we're going back to what we were,
Yes.
just reverting.
Except for mayor, they'll get
Except
900
mayor.
instead of 6. Cause
Okay.
before it was 6.
Okay,
Before
just
we
wanna make
changed
sure
it.
I'm-
So the
Okay.
Got the
mayor,
right
the
numbers
mayor
there,
goes
so-
up and the trustees.
No,
go down.
mayor goes down and we go down.
Yeah, both.
Everybody goes down.
yeah.
That's what
So
she's
that makes
proposing.
it 32,400
Yeah,
is
That's
what
a
it's gonna
huge
cost
chunk.
the town. Huh?
That's a huge chunk.
A huge chunk.
that's a huge,
So, and I think if you're not here, you shouldn't get paid. Because you're not contributing anything.
Do you know how many meeting, and you guys may or may not know how many meetings you missed before you give up your seat?
2 consecutive meetings.
No.
No.
No,
No, it's more
it's-
than that.
Do you know, Dan?
It's what.
I was told that it is if a person didn't resign, like they had to voluntarily resign. It wasn't because we had
We don't.
a term where the person was gone and gone and gone and we asked and we couldn't do anything about that until he resigned.
And it was like 7 months.
Yeah, of him not going to meetings.
Right.
Yeah, and sorry, there are some like actions or potential actions that can be taken, but do you have a board policy and procedure? Sometimes it's spelled out there and you have your own rules that govern. That could be something I'm seeing with Peter Shakerhead, but that could be something we would look at entertaining or implementing or putting into place so that you'd have a tool should there be that
I
issue.
don't think that we do.
I think.
I don't
that's
think we
something-
I've
do
never
either.
seen one.
and I think we should
No.
do just like
Maybe
what
have
Robert
one.
said, if,
Okay.
like if you,
Mhm.
we have 2 meetings a month. If you only come to one,
You get paid.
if we lowered it to 300, you get 150.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the
I
way it used to
agree-
be.
I agree.
We used
with-
to have that.
That's the
But
way it
here's the
works.
thing though, if we have 2 meetings a month and we have 4 special meetings and you show up for all 4 special meetings, but you miss one of the 2 major meetings, then what are you gonna do? Because that's
That's
kind of
called-
gotta be a compensation thing too, you know
That's
what I'm saying?
called, your contribution to the whole
Well,
community.
I get that, I get
No,
that,
I mean,
but you
okay,
know,
wait,
going
wait.
down the line.
If we're sitting on this board for the money, then
you don't need to
everybody
be
is
here.
on here for the wrong reasons.
Yeah,
No, and if we have special or executives, suck it up, you're
It's
gonna be
part of-
here,
yeah,
and
well,
it's,
that's
and you're not gonna
And
get
some
paid.
some of us go to all of them.
And that's exactly it,
Yeah.
Don't miss
and
nothing.
it's just like the
And we're
events.
not here.
If we're not, if
For the
you're not
money.
at the event, okay, you're just not there. The rest of us are true idiots and we're always there.
Yeah.
Right, so. Sorry.
So I
Dan.
think we'll get with Dan and looking, because we've never had a policy for the board.
No,
So I think that would be a really good idea as well.
Yeah, I've got some good examples. A lot of it would be like for you all to entertain or consider what worked in one town may not work for you or you're set up differently, but it's all just good food for thought of sort of how do we want to govern ourselves.
so we have to have this done before the election.
No, it could be at any point.
No, it has to be.
Oh, you were saying it,
No, we want it to be done. before-
understood. We can do that, yes.
It has
Oh,
to, because.
well, yes, well,
once
that's what I'm saying,
they're
we want it to be
voted
done.
in,
We want it done, but
Because
it has to be done too.
Till 2
Yeah,
years from
because
now.
if
Because
once
of
the
the
election, you
pay.
can't change anything.
Well, we're having our special meeting. We can add that to the agenda.
Yes,
I would
Yeah,
love
okay.
to see that.
yeah.
Okay, is that everything?
Okay, no, I just think that dropping everybody's pay is gonna save the town lots of money. Plus, then next year we can afford the car show.
We need to,
No, we might be
nobody
able to-
entered, I'm sorry, we're getting off topic, but I just saw this still here. Do you want this added on to the special?
We should
Maybe
probably
we
do
should.
something
This
with
needs to
that,
be on the
especially the
special
way it's
meeting.
raining.
Okay, so, me and Sophie got a grant proposal put in that she had a meeting the other day. I haven't had a chance to talk to her about it to possibly get okayed. Well, I think she lowballed it quite a bit. But, the grant that she put in, we can put in again for the beginning of the year and we could fund all of and that's what I told her. I said, you lowballed it
Okay, but we
way.
didn't get this last grant.
Huh? We're still working on this last
No,
grant.
No,
No.
it's dead.
Oh, is it? Because that
Yeah.
must have been the meeting that,
It's done. We didn't get the last grant,
Oh, I've got to
so
talk
why
to
even go to
Sophie.
the hassle of trying to?
I
get
don't know.
one?
She put it through and I haven't talked to her about whether we got it or not, but she lowballed it at about $9,000. And I told her, I said, we need to put that up higher next year because we could fund all of our town stuff with it if they actually approved it. So they
Okay.
I've got to talk to Sophie. I didn't realize they denied the park grant.
Okay,
God
so
knows
if
we
there's
jumped through enough hoops
nothing
for that.
else, can I please get a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I make a motion to adjourn the meeting at 7:42.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Naomi,
Yes.
Ellie,
Yes.
Jackie,
Yes.
Adrian,
Yes.
Josie,
Yes.
Robert,
Yes.
Angie,
Yes.